Hello YouTube and welcome to my channel. This is Blue Moon Tarot and today we're going to do a daily reading for all signs, and we're just going to ask the universe today what messages we need to know from the past for the present and going into the future. Now, keep in mind that this is a general reading, so every single thing may not resonate with you. Please only take the messages that does. And I hope that this could be of help to you. So, universe, what messages do we need to know on this full moon day? For the past, what messages do we need to know about the past? What do we need to learn from our past? And we thank you. Okay. So, I feel like in the past, we were feeling bound, okay? And there was some things that we had to go through that actually made us stronger, okay? And I feel like, for me, this represents our spiritual beliefs and concerns that we might have for others. And I feel like through your spiritual beliefs, you were the example for other people. Or there was someone who you looked up to for spiritual guidance or their spiritual beliefs. And it kind of helped you through the times that you were feeling bound, which led you to be the Queen of Wands energy. Now, just because it's a Queen of Wands does not mean it's necessarily just for female. Males can be in the Queen of Wands energy. It's all energy. We all share the same energy. Okay? And basically, what I get from the Queen of Wands energy is very strong, but yet guarded, okay? And I feel like because of what we went through is the reason why we felt guarded and we were able to come out strong. Because for me, like, I'm sorry, the Queen of Rods. The Queen of Rods energy is an honorable woman. She's loving, she's loyal, and she's spiritually inclined. And I feel like because of someone who set a spiritual example for you, helped you come out of feeling bound mentally and spiritually, which helped you to be more loving, loyal, and spiritually involved. Okay? Let's see what else. Okay, now the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like you were very fortunate to have met this person or to have been affected by this person, or someone else could be feeling this way because of you. And that is the energy that I get from the Wheel of Fortune, because it's like the wheel is turning, right? And when the wheel turns, I feel like that's change. You know what I mean? And fate. You know, and this represents like gains and losses. You know what I mean? You could either be having a gain or you could be having a loss. But since it's in the upright, I feel like it's a gain. Okay. I just started back reading tarot, so I don't really know if I'm gonna read in the reverse. I used to when I had the Rider-Waite deck, but this is a new deck that I just started using. It's like the Rider-Waite though. This is the Morgan Greer Tarot, and I like it because of the pictures are more colorful than the Rider-Waite, and the cards are smaller. But yeah, so, but then we have Two of Cups next to it. So I feel like this represents love or friendship, like a union based upon respect. And that's what that person was to you. Like, you guys had a union. You know what I mean? Yeah, and when with it next to the Wheel of Fortune, it's like that's what your fortune was. Okay. And it's actually next to the Three of Rods. Which I feel like since it's in this position and with these cards, with the Hierophant, which for me represents spirituality, and this actually being in the same what do you call that? The same, as I guess, same message. Okay, that it basically represents the great spiritual strength. Okay, and I feel like you kind of needed this person who brought the spiritual clarity to you. You know what I mean? For you to have your spiritual inclination to meet what was to come for you. So let's read what you're going through right now, why you needed the spiritual inclination from this person. Let's shuffle again, just to make sure that we're clearing out energy. So what does the present hold for us? What messages do we need to know for the present? Okay, so we have the Eight of Rods. Okay, and then next to the Eight of Rods, we have the Temperance, and then we have the Page of Rods. So I feel like with the Eight of Rods, this is like high hopes, and you are approaching your goals that was promised to you of success, you know what I mean, because of your spirituality. That's why you needed to be spiritually inclined, because you need to have that faith, because I feel like sometimes we lose patience, you know what I mean, and especially when there's a delay because of arguing or disagreement. That's why you're being delayed. That's why, because something in that situation that was going on, because of quarreling, whether there was disagreement within yourself or with another person. And then next to the Eight of Rods, we have the Temperance. Okay. And I feel like this represents clarity. You contemplating, you know what I'm saying? Like your patience being, like because of your patience, you're more understanding. You know what I mean? Because like this card is like the nature of heaven. You know, Temperance is like, heaven is patient. Heaven, you know, doesn't rush. And it's like everything is done in due time. Which is next to what? What is the next to? The Page of Rods. And what I get from the Page of Rods, I kind of like the Page of Rods because, like, it's just a young man, you know what I mean? And with this setup, with this next to the Temperance card, I always feel like there's an angel. You know what I mean? Like, this, the rods, the Page of Rods, represents like your angel bringing you good news. It's like hearing information or like something of spiritual importance. So yeah, so let's do a little clarifying. Okay, so you have the Six of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, and so with the Six of Pentacles, anytime I see Pentacles, I always think of like money, success, fortune, and that type of thing. And it's basically like in this spread, that's what I was looking for. Spread. In this spread, and especially with the Temperance card, like that represents heaven for me, and like the Page of Rods, you know, them together, it's like the angel, something of spiritual importance. The Six of Pentacles is like generosity. Like your generosity is going to be repaid through material gain. Like you are going to get what you deserve. And especially when we have the Ace of Pentacles. Because the Ace of Pentacles is like the path to material gain. It's like the attainment of wealth and prosperity. So it's like double, you know what I mean? It's like really saying like, yeah, someone's gonna come with the important messages, you know, but you just have to be patient, and you have been patient. This is your hard work and your generosity. It's gonna pay off. But I don't understand why the Seven of Swords is here. Like that. Let's see. Okay, let's see what energy I can pick up, because I'm a little confused on why this is in the spread, because I feel like this is partial success. You know what I mean? Maybe like there's an authority figure that may not want to give you all of your pentacles, and it's like partial success and like coping with authority, because like you don't want to cope, like you don't like authority. That's the energy I'm getting. Or someone doesn't like that you are the authority figure. Like, you know that saying that they're like, oh, they like what you're doing, they just don't like that it's you doing it. And that's what the energy I'm picking up from that spirit. So let's see what the future holds, okay? So, okay, we have the Nine of Cups, the Death card, and the Ten of Rods. A lot of rods and cups have been coming up in this spread. So let's see what this energy is about. He wants to come out, but he needs to wait. Okay. The Nine of Cups. This is like basically completion, you know what I mean? And this is like satisfaction, like completion and satisfaction achieved. Like you are satisfied with what you have achieved at this point. And it's like emotional and physical well-being is attained. Like you're emotionally stable, you're physically well, and you're fine. And with the Death card next to it, I feel like there's an ending. It's like something ended, and because it ended, you know, you've done your part. I feel like you are feeling like you've done your part, or whoever that you're dealing with is like, oh, I've done my part, you know, all is well. But because you have had a change in lifestyle, the way you view yourself, or maybe the way you view the world, that is why you have this physical and emotional satisfaction. You know what I mean? Like change your mind, change your world type of thing. But I don't understand why the 10 of rods in here. In this spread, 10 of rods. Let me see if I can pick up the energy. Okay, with the 10 of rods energy, I'm getting like oppressed. Like someone is feeling oppression. Although a burden, you know, that is weighing heavily upon the figure, he still will persevere. Like, because you've made these changes emotionally, physically, the way you view the world, the way you view yourself, that there's still burdens. And even though there are burdens and you may feel oppressed, you will persevere. You know what I mean? So keep working on yourself, keep believing in yourself. And I feel like if you keep going in the direction that you're going in, everything's gonna work out for you. And with the Knight of Rods in this spread, I feel like the path that you're traveling down and that you're going to be going down is because of the things that you believe in. And you may be practicing a religion that has to do with like the unknown. I don't want to put any specific thing out there, but if this resonates with you, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And because in this card, it's like, it's a young man traveling a path, okay? And it's predominated by his belief in the unknown. And it's a possible change, like maybe your residence, maybe you moved, or maybe you're going to move. And then it's right next to the 8 of Pentacles. And like I said, anytime I see pentacles, I automatically think of financial gain, you know, being attained, success and stuff like that. But with this one is like craftsmanship. You see, he's working on something. This is like craftsmanship and skilled labor, which is what is going to be the cause of your financial security. Okay, because you're very ambitious. And then with the Judgment card, right next to it, I feel like this is like an unfolding sense of like your part and purpose in the world and the universe. It's like you're very aware of all things. And I think this is because the way you now view the world, you know what I mean? Like this is a change of the view of the world, how you view yourself. And I feel like now you're gonna get more aware. You're gonna become more aware. And you're gonna start to understand what your purpose in the world is, and you know, understand the little I was say the little universe. Understand the universe a little bit more. So whatever religion that you're practicing, keep going. Okay, because I think that it's helping you, or whatever the person that you may be dealing with, they're teaching you. I feel like it's very good for you because you've changed your views on yourself, which is more important than anything else, and how you view the world, which is going to be the reason for your success. So keep going, keep growing, keep glowing. You are love, you are light. I hope that this helps someone. So go shine your light. Peace. Oh, and don't be looking at my nails because no, I did not polish them today, Ian.